So let's talk about heat. Heat is a form of energy that causes particles to move. So when you add heat to things, the particles are going to start speeding up. And as they do, they're going to bump into each other, and then they start spreading out more and more. The more heat you add, the faster things move, and the more the particles in the substance bang into each other and want to spread apart. When you remove heat, the opposite happens. The particles slow down and eventually start to clump and get closer together. Cold, here's the crazy thing for today, is not a thing. Heat is a form of energy. Cold is not a thing. You cannot add or remove cold from anything. You can only add or remove heat. So, why do we feel hot in the summer, especially here in Arizona? We feel like we're melting when we go outside, which is another video for another time. So the heat comes from the sun through some crazy chemical reactions going on, nuclear reactions actually, and causes the particles in your body to start moving faster and speeding up. And so that heat transfer from the sun to your body actually causes the particles in your body to start moving faster. When you hold a snow cone, why does your hand feel cold? I just told you cold isn't a thing. Why does your hand feel cold? I must be lying to you, right? Well, the heat from your body, because heat is a thing, moves into the snow cone and causes the particles in the snow cone to speed up and start spreading out. So the key here is that heat moves from areas of high concentration to areas of low concentration. Basically, warmer things you will always having a higher concentration of heat. And so the heat moves from the warmer thing to the cooler thing. So in the case of the snow cone, you have the high concentration, the snow cone has low concentration. In the case of the sun has very high concentration, and you have the lower concentration. So if cold isn't the thing, then how does a fridge work? Well, it actually can't make cold, right? But it can remove heat. And so refrigerators are actually heat removal machines. And if you touch the back of a refrigerator, it's always very warm from all of the heat that it's sucking out of the fridge. How does frostbite happen? If cold isn't a thing, then what's going on there? Well, on a cold day where there's less heat concentration outside of you than inside of you, the heat moves from your body out into the air, and as the heat leaves your body, the particles slow down and clump together in your body, and eventually enough heat will leave your tissues and the particles will slow down so much that tissue death will occur because they will freeze solid and they can't move. So can we use the word cold? Well, it's not technically a form of energy. It's not really a thing, but it is a sensation. So you can feel cold, but when you feel cold, just keep in mind that it's because you are losing heat energy to an object or the environment, not because you are gaining heat, right? You have a higher concentration, and so the heat is leaving your body. And that is what cold is. So last question, what was Mr. Freeze's power? Yeah, he can't make cold, so he doesn't have a cold maker gun. He has a heat remover.